Remove the dead stones. Game resumed.
Just...
Remove the dead
Stop it!
Game resumed.
All right. Some people don't really quite understand my way of giving handicap.
Undo request.
All right. If he wants no handicap, I'll just play no handicap.
Remove the dead
Stop it!
Game resumed.
All right. If you want to no handicap, I'll just play no handicap. All right. If you want to no handicap, I'll just play no handicap. I don't care. I mean, as long as you're not using the AI, I really don't care. But actually, if you use the AI, I don't really care. But that's not really the point of these games. It's really hard to. It's actually really hard to get any kind of teaching game in if like either side's using the AI, because the AI doesn't really make mistakes. Hello, hello. I actually think it's better to pincer on this side in this kind of situation. Mainly because you're... No, that's fine as well. Actually, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Kind of a weird situation when you get when white does this, though. There is this cut move, which is kind of annoying, honestly. I actually don't think that's the way to go here. Because you're basically just giving me the stone. More or less, and I don't think you get enough here as black. I've never played this version, but I feel like I got the better of it. Over here. Hey, I haven't 100% gotten my voice back yet. So, from the cold slash flu type of thing. So, still a little bit hesitant just to talk all that much. That's interesting. He wants to go under. That's perfectly fine with me. Going under would be a pretty big loss for him, though. I don't think this is the right way to play it, but I'll get it. I'll go for it. I would have definitely double hunted that one, most likely. Because this is giving up a lot over here. There is some potential over here, though, but you do have to take into consideration the price he actually paid for doing this. He gave me these points here, and he gave me all these points here. So that is a pretty high price to pay overall. This might actually not turn out good for me. But he's also got a lot of problems here. I can't do that. Can I? Actually, I think I can. No, I can't. Letting him taking the outside is not good. If I sacrifice the outside for the inside, I want to see how this comes out. I don't think this is worth it, but because I'm sacrificing these 4. Now he has to make a choice. This is definitely worth it for me. Might be I'm sorry. Might be a little problematic if I get this in here for him. Still not feeling the very best today, but oh wait, this isn't Sente. That's my bad. That's my bad. That's not Sente. That is not Sente. That's actually my bad. I think I mess up like way too much at these moments. That I don't think I'm going to answer, actually. There is some potential for points in the center. They're kind of hard to get though. Actually, that's not a good move. The cut is actually Sente for him. It's not a very good move. The cut's actually Sente for him. He does have to keep extending. And I'm going to keep extending too, just to make sure I get a Sente cut here. Actually, no, I can always do that. That's fine. I'm not really sure. I think that's just the OGS messing up. I personally think that's just the OGS messing up. He's protecting the cut. That's fine. I can't do that because he'll just cut. Oh, crap. Yeah, I messed that up, but whatever. Yeah, I messed that up. It's fine, though. It's actually pretty big as well. In the corner over there. I don't think it's quite as big as this, but it's pretty big in the corner. This actually solves a lot of problems down here. So I'm just going to do that. This you have to curl back. It's fine. Can't do anything there, unfortunately. Might as well go ahead and do that. There's nothing there, I don't think. Tari, extend, cut. No, there's nothing there. I don't really know why he thinks he has 77 captures and I have 75. I'm kind of confused on that. Probably just an OGS bug is my guess.
Yoyomi.
My guess is just an OGS bug, but I don't really know.
Ten, nine, 8.
There's still one over here, so I'm not really afraid of this. Okay, can I block here?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
You know what? I'm not. I don't know.
9, 8, 7,
It's kind of a weird with the counting and all. Now I got to get over this cold. I'll get over this cold. It's not going to be so good. There's 2 points here. One here and one because I don't have to go down there anymore.
ten, 9, 8, 7. Pass.
I think that's it.
Remove the dead stones.
This game was really close, actually. I think that caught me off guard with the actually, I don't really know if that counted right because it had the, but it was, I think it's about right, actually. Pretty sure it's about right.
You have won.
Okay, let's go back and review this game. Because it's been really weird with the actual counting. Okay, I think the passes in the beginning kind of threw the system off. This is fine. I don't think generally you don't have to answer that one. I would anyways. Here. I don't like this move. I feel like if you're gonna play, you would just extend down. Because giving me kind of like this solid down here, I mean, yes. I don't think black gets too much this way. I think it's okay, but I don't think black gets too much this way. You're already kind of limited with this. There's not too much chance for territory, and you did give me some territory down here. I think this exchange overall is slightly favorable to white. This is going to be pretty favorable to black. I would have probably double honeyed on this because this is actually pretty problematic for white coming down this way. I think white's just kind of white might be sort of dead over here. White's probably dead over here, so that would not be a great exchange for white. So I definitely think the double Hane is the way to go here. Come over this way, take here, like I was thinking if you just did this, you would actually have the outside. This this I'm actually unsure about who this actually. I think it's okay for both parties. I don't know who this actually favors. If I was black, I might have just. If I was black though, I might have just done this. If I was black, because you pretty much do kill like all these stones. You do give up some here in the territory here, but these 4 stones aren't dead. So I think I think I probably would have done that instead of do this. Because here what you're doing is kind of like giving up these 4 stones. You don't get that much territory in here, and plus it's Gote for you. So this is actually a pretty bad result for black. I messed up pretty big here because this was not Sente, so I should have just gone somewhere else on this. I don't know where else, but I should probably like gone here or something. So I was already ahead by like 12 points here or something. So I should have just I just forgot this wasn't Sente. I wasn't being careful enough. This is very big because this might, like, if white doesn't answer this, it might cause some problems for white. So this is pretty big. This is kind of run of the mill. I don't think it's worth playing there right now. You're getting a couple more points here. It makes this part look big, but all you're doing is getting a couple points there. I covered over this much because I basically just wanted this to make sure this was safe and that this was Sente being safe. So that's kind of why I did all of that. That I messed up, but it wasn't too bad of a mess up for me. I lost a lot of points here, so essentially I think here, instead of going here, I probably should have just came this way because the corner is generally a little bigger. The rest is finishing up. He actually did pretty good in finishing up. Didn't like lose any points. He didn't gain any, but he didn't really lose any. So a couple of the mistakes. I think definitely here, not double Hane, because this will cost you a lot if you don't double Hane. I think this is generally going to be a mistake because I think you almost have to. I don't know. I don't know about other high dans. I don't know about other Dan players' opinion, but I feel like I would almost have to do this as black. I would definitely have to do this as a black player. As black, I would almost have to do that. Because I feel like you letting me take all of this is just too many points, and plus it's Gote for black, so I really don't like that for black. I actually made a couple of mistakes in the end game, so like yeah, remember like between But between L18 and S19, S19 is probably bigger. That is one thing that some people have to watch. Also, like shape changers like P14 are quite big as well. So overall, a pretty good game played. Just a few mistakes in the beginning. Just overall, a couple of mistakes in the beginning. Here, like just extend downward. This is actually a pretty bad situation for white. Like Atari here just makes me a lot stronger on this corner. All right, I'm gonna play one more game. Create the challenge. And see who actually accepts. I got to get over the sickness. But it should be fine. Basic Joseki is fine. Basic Joseki on both sides, even trade. I actually don't like trading the double side because even though this territory might look big, without the two corners, it's actually not that big. I could just not answer that. It's kind of it's not really a priority move. I think I'm just not going to answer that. Because if I do this, he can cut up here and squeeze me this way, which I really don't like. So we're not going to answer that, but how to move here is the real question. Because this stone's kind of light. It doesn't matter if he kills it. And I actually gain a significant advantage if he spins a couple of moves killing it. I don't think this one works as well. It does get some thickness on top, I'll give you that. That's actually not a bad move. It's a pretty standard move now, actually, for black. I mean, you still have the invasion possibility down here. Obviously, I'm not going to do it right now. I might do it just to see how he reacts later, but generally I wouldn't play that. If he wants to make the territory up here, he has to use like moves like G16 if he wants to attempt that. Generally what you're doing with that is you're sacrificing points on the bottom to get a couple more points up top. But I also don't really want to move here because if he actually plays here, yeah, that's what he's doing. He's trying to make the thing up top. But I'm helping him too much make this territory over here. And he still has this breakdown here. If you guys didn't notice. I don't know if I would do it right now, but yeah, that's not a good move because, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Do I want to do that? I don't know if I do. Like, I do have to... You know what? I'm just going to take this. I do have to answer down there, but that's not good for him. But he did successfully make thickness up here. There is like kind of a trading thing up here. If you guys are interested in this, like there is actually like a trade over here that you can actually do. I saw it once in a joke. Like I forgot how it worked, but there's a trade over here. Ah, shoot. No, I messed up. I messed up. That I did. I did actually mess up in this, I think. Okay, let me read this right. I think I'm fine. We'll see if I'm fine or not. I think I'm okay. Yeah, I think I'm okay. He does get this advantage though, because he does solve this problem over here. So it's not necessarily a bad loss for him, because he does get this for free here. That's actually one thing I do want to teach. That's actually a pretty important play that actually appears a lot. Now I'm in a lot of trouble. I just leave this for later. Giving him a lot of thickness up here is also not that great. I'm going to take that advantage first. Oh, interesting. Just choose to go down there instead. There's never really any territory down there, but this is kind of troublesome. So I can't have him just jump. If I kick, he comes up. That could be pretty troublesome. Whatever. That's what I wanted him to do, actually. First of all, we're going to do this. You got to take all the advantages while you can. It's not a big deal. Actually, did I screw this up? I might have just screwed this up again. Gotta stop screwing things up so much. Do I want to play this? It's a really interesting question. I think I do. Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work for him. Because he did take my bottom territory. I'll give you that. He definitely took my bottom territory, but he kind of gave up his top influence. So I think overall it's not actually a win for him. I think like overall it's actually a loss for him. He doesn't need to answer that. I don't know why I did that actually. That was probably just instinctive. That was not a good move. But now like my worries about him having top influence is like gone. That's also not that big. So make sure this is alive. It's all connected. Okay. Pretty sure I win that. It's fine. Doesn't really matter. Probably shouldn't have done that, honestly. I do need to extend this out, and he can take this stone. No, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. But whatever. It doesn't really matter, I guess. Actually, I think I'm behind. I think I'm pretty sure I'm behind this game, but we'll see. Whoops. That's actually a really big move. Should have done that beforehand. He's playing a really good endgame. He's playing quite a good endgame.
Yoyomi.
I'm pretty sure I lost this game because this corner group got too big. I really don't want to fight this Ko. worth like roughly 2 points. I really don't want to fight it. Obviously, he didn't want to either. I definitely messed up in some of my playing around here.
Pass. Remove the dead stones.
Yeah, I'm like down by quite a bit
Black
here.
wins.
Let's go back and review this game. So this was okay. I said, like, this move, I think is just, I don't think this move is actually pretty good. I mean, you can see you lost a couple points on that move. This move isn't really that great because white can just afford to ignore it. This move also isn't that great. Double pincer. I think overall this is okay for white. This is actually a good trade for black. This is actually a very, very good trade for black. I mean, I should have just connected, but this is actually a really good trade for black. I knew this was here, but I also knew that this was alive because I played it out before, but even it being alive, this is actually a very good trade for black. Like, that put him up by like 7 to 8 points, so this was actually a really good trade for black. Overall, like, he did get all the points down here. He did actually get all the points down here, and that was pretty good. I don't like this invasion right now. I think when I did this, I was kind of expecting him to do that. If he jumped up, that would have made a lot of problems for me, because it separates out my two groups, and there's really no way that I can. I mean, this would be pretty disastrous for me, because now all these groups are weak. I think I was really happy when he actually did that. But I think I probably played this too soon, because I should have, if I did that, he would have came up. And of course, that doesn't work. So might have been able to do this. I don't know. Would have been pretty risky, but if he does that, that's still very, very bad for me overall. So I think, like, overall, like, this was the right play here. I was thinking about just doing this as well, but that would have worked, but I think that would have given it a little too much. So I decided to play this. This was a wrong move, because there's no reason. Well, there is a reason to do this to solidify this eye, I guess. So he actually played this game very well. And I think, like, the game was basically won or lost in this corner. So had I actually like, with this move, this is a testing move in preparation for this move. So here you would just connect. There's nothing that black can actually do here, and he's not nearly as strong. And plus, he doesn't get the freebie over here. He doesn't get the freebie to fix like this Hane or maybe this invasion over here. Getting that freebie on here is worth a lot. So, you know, even though I eventually killed him in here. Even though I did eventually kill him here, like, just being able to get this freebie and get this out of the way is a huge, huge black advantage. And that's where most of his advantage later on actually came from. the rest of this is finishing up. I didn't gain any on this, and he also made a lot of advantages here as well. Like after this, I should have done this first. If he blocked here, which he might have, I should have actually, and then I could have done this or this, because this is actually really big down here. So the sequencing on the end game actually really matters a lot. And he did the sequencing like the end game, he actually sequenced very well, because he always kept the sentes and the gotes track of it. So he actually ended the game very well. Gained a couple on me in the sequencing moves. So that was like a really solid game played. But one thing that I did want to show you guys was this over here, because like I think a lot of lower ranked players would actually think this is just dead. Oh yeah, I should have done this first. But would actually think this is dead, because this is obviously, like I have 3 liberties, he has 3. And if he does this, I have 3 and he has 2, and this is just dead. But you can make an extra liberty by cutting here, because he has to spend 2 moves to take the stone before he can actually tighten the liberties. So that's actually an important kind of Tesuji that people actually have to learn, that people should actually learn, because that actually shows up more often than people think. So that's going to be the lesson for today. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully I feel a little bit better, and I will see you guys later.